It's G Sifu here. So today, you see, this is my topic, but it's going to be a very juicy lecture. I look at my YouTube channel and I'm seeing like every week on Sunday, I try to make a more juicy video, and the view is like not going up. It's always like 200, 300, and that's it. And not motivating, huh? You guys got to share the video out and help me out here. But you know what actually motivate me to make the video is my disciples, because I'm teaching my disciples stuff. Okay, so I don't care if you're new here. This is gonna be hard to understand for normal people, maybe, right? So if you have questions, leave it in the comment section below or email me, and or even go to my website and such. Okay. Now today I'm going to talk about this Cheem divination and also the 9-star theory. Okay. So these are little sticks inside with a number, right? It's written in Chinese. I have 1 to 100 inside here. So what do you use these for? These are not fortune telling sticks. Okay. Like, you don't ask a question like, oh, how will my test be? Or, oh, will I get that job? No, it's not like that. It's more like a guidance. So you're asking the God for a direction. So I'm going to interview next week. Can you please give me some help? And then eventually once they come out, the number is going to tell you the guidance, like what the God tell you to focus on, right? So that's the difference between what most people might think it is versus what it is actually. Now, in order to understand what the number represent, you do not need to look at a book. Like, you don't check the book for answer. No, not like that, okay? That's like for people who don't know stuff. Inside our sect, when you are learning, right, you're supposed to understand the theory of what we call the 9-star theory. So you see, we have 2-digit, right? The single digit is always about the pre-heaven element. And the next one, like the 10th digit, is about the post-heaven element. If you got 100, well, that means pre and post heaven is done and things are already manifested into reality, which means, well, it depends on your question. Like, if you're having a lawsuit, right, and you're like kind of losing and you're worried, if you got 100, it means that you're dead already. Like, there's no way to change it. You just accept it and you're screwed. Yeah, but if you're like doing good, right, that means that you're not going to get worse or change or whatever. You're still going to stay good at the end. Okay, so that's 100. 100 means things are already like done deal, not much to talk about it anymore. Like that's it. So it can be good or bad. It depends. Now, the 2-digit, right? Let me give you an example before I teach you the 9-star theory, okay? So today you're worried because tomorrow you got a very important meeting, talking to some big guys in the company and stuff like that. And you're worried, so you want guidance, right? Okay, let me just randomly grab a team to do this example. Okay, 35. Okay, 35. So what does it mean? 35. So the single digit 5, right, meaning that the potential in the pre-heaven, your potential. 5 is like there is potential, but it's held in the pre-heaven and not coming down yet. So it's like your potential is there, but it's not coming down yet. So you don't have much that is helping you. 3 is the post-heaven element. Okay, 3 is like the energy is outside of you about to come into you. So you do have some energy in the post-heaven side about to come in. So when I interpret this, I would say it's like, okay, so for tomorrow, right, I should like get more ideas before I actually talk. So I should like look at other people, observe like how they act, and then I will act based on what I'm seeing outside, because my own feeling, my own plan, my own game plan might not be working. So I got to observe the people around me before I actually talk. So after I interpret it, I will have to use another tool, which is like this one. Okay, it's a pair of these, and we call them the moon cups. They're for asking those yes/no question. So if I got a yes, then it means that this is what it means. If I got a no, I have to interpret again. So basically, it's a way for the God to relay its message to me as a guidance of what this thing means and like what to do is the best for tomorrow. Now, however, every time you get the same number, let's say I got 35 today and tomorrow I got 35 again, it might not mean the same thing, because it's like it's based on the question you ask and also how the God want to tell you its answer, right? So the God will inspire you to make you think differently. So you got to listen to and sense what the God is actually telling you. Okay, so to understand the 9 star theory, I will go through it briefly like this with you. Let's compare to you now going to eat food, right? So we're going to go from phase 1 to phase 9. Phase 1 is that there is like a bunch of food already cooked outside. So something that is complete is around the corner. Okay, it's there. 2 is when you are hungry, you have the desire. I don't have whatever out there. I don't have those things and I want it. The desire is there and you're also empty. 3 is I'm sensing the stuff. So I'm smelling, I am like getting triggered by the stuff outside. 4 is when this thing enters my system. So that's like when I'm eating and it's going down my throat. 5 is when the thing stays inside the body and get digested and processed. So it's like the food is in the stomach, right? 6 is like when the food is in the intestine. It's sitting there, waiting, being absorbed, still like gathering all the elements until it's ready, then it will go out. 7 is when things are actually coming out. So it could be like when you pee, poop, or when you're sweating or feeling hot. It's like after eating the food, you feel hot. You feel some energy coming back out. That's 7. 8 is that, oh, that's the time when I physically feel very strong. After I eat, I have power now, 9 is you're using up the power. So I am very strong now. Okay, so I need to work. I move around and then, spending off my energy. And after I'm done spending off, what happened? And other phase 1 is here. So something else is outside again. And then I feel, oh, this is like something I want, my desire. And then phase 3 is I get triggered by this thing and then I get into it and so on. So that's how the 9 star works. Now, of course, you cannot just put this into every situation that you're asking because it's very complex, right? So you got to understand that 1, 2, 3 is still in the pre-heaven stages. So things are not happening yet. The elements is like outside of the system and not happening yet. 4, 5, 6 is when the element is inside that system and being processed and nothing is actually coming out yet. 7, 8, 9 is when the goods are being processed, they pushed out of the system and then it's being used up. The power is like manifesting. Okay, so that's how the general idea is. Now in the Cheem we have 2 digits. So the single digit represents your potentials, and these are like what we call the element in your Yun Sun, the spiritual planetary body. Or it could be like what you have planned before. One of the example I got this week is like there's this guy in China, and his kid is about to graduate. So he asks for guidance and say, "Oh, should my kid stay in China and continue, working or studying, or should he be going out there to other countries and study somewhere else?" So in this case, right? Let's say I got a number. Okay, randomly pick one. It's a 62. Okay, 62. Now, what does 62 mean in here? Okay, first of all, in this case, right, the guy is now in China. So staying in China becomes the pre-heaven element answer. Okay, and then going out of China is the post-heaven. So I look at 62, right? 2 is negative. It's nothing. It's empty. So if I'm staying, like if that guy is staying in China, right, it seems like not very good. It's pretty negative. 6, if he travel out there to other places, 6 is kind of like you're staying in a place and you're waiting, you're holding tight, right? So maybe 6 is actually a little bit better. But there could be a better choice too. Well, based on this, right, if I have to choose, I will say go out there somewhere else. Now, that person can ask again, okay, now I got a few choices. Going to USA, Australia, right, or Canada, or somewhere else. So I can now look at those and see which one is best. But staying in China is a 2, so that's not good, right? Not a good choice. So obviously, this guidance is pointing him to go out of China, find some other places like that. So I can use my moon cups, the divination cups, to keep trying to see which one is the right one, and upon more interpretation and checking up, there will be a clear message that tells you what you should be doing that is best for you. Anyway, that's it for today. If you want to learn more, you can come to my website, get ordained, and so on. And if you have questions, leave in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.